Hello, and welcome to another update video about ETH. Yeah, ETH is approaching that key level at 1700. There's quite a bit of upside pressure here on the weekend. Very sloppy structure. Very hard to read the micro counts here at the moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bearish, right? I mean, the upside pressure is undeniable at the moment. It's just that it's still below that key pivot point, below that inflection point. I think the situation is sort of clear what we are looking for here. Very clearly split here between the yellow wave count below $1,700, yeah, preferred, and above 1,700, the white wave count. For me, it's not so much about trying to predict what is going on, but to understand that if we get the 5 waves up, then we have the next chance for a really reliable trade setup after a 3-wave pullback. Okay. Best confirmation for a situation in which a lasting low has been made here on the 11th of September. Yeah, that obviously we're waiting for, we want, you know, from an analysis point of view, we want confirmation that a low has been made and that we are on our way to $3,000 plus, right? Now, we will not get that confirmation until we have 5 waves up in the white wave count, followed by a 3-wave pullback into higher low support, and then a small impulsive reaction to the support area is what we need for confirmation. So this would be a wave 1, this would be a wave 2. Here's a pullback trade, yeah, and that's what we need for confirmation. Now, how you trade this is obviously up to you, because it all depends on how much confirmation do you actually need. Yeah, you can always go long with the stop below the last swing low. And I mean, all I can say is that everybody in this market you definitely need a plan that works for you. Everybody is in a different, let's say, in a different spot, sort of with regards to their personal portfolio and everything. For example, if you are like me and you basically accumulated carefully BTC and ETH in this bear market, yeah, or for example on red days, or when we had interesting setback areas, yeah, here I bought, I think I bought here, I know I bought here. So, and I basically bought small bits on the ways down. If you are like me, so I built a portfolio, let's say I added to my core portfolio in this bear market. So for me, it's not so much about trying to catch every move, because I'm much more interested in the bigger moves. Yeah, like a 3rd wave rally higher, which I need to move all of these across actually, because price action has been moving sideways. But you know, that's basically the next main target is around $3,000 and beyond. And so I'm happy with how I am positioned. But what I will do is, if I have 5 waves up and 3 waves down on this chart, I will consider a futures trade here to the upside. Plus, I will probably add more to my portfolio spot, because this is going to be an interesting one. I mean, this could then be the last possibility before a 3rd wave rally unfolds, okay? But then I cannot confirm it until we are there. So it's more about waiting and seeing how it does unfold at the moment, I think. Again, it's very sloppy price action. That's not necessarily bearish, but I don't trust this price action. That's what I can say. Don't trust it until I see 5 waves up and 3 waves down. I think it's very much reasonable to still expect a lower price, especially as long as we are below 1,700. But even if we form the 5 waves up, yeah, I can't stress that enough. Even if we form the 5 waves up, it could just be a larger ABC structure in an extended B wave, which will sell off afterwards. And therefore, it's not enough to have just 5 waves up. We need 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Very important. I just don't trust this price action here. It's not. Ethers is a little bit better than Bitcoins, yeah, and also the ETH BTC chart is obviously getting more bullish. Don't try to draw conclusions from the ETH BTC chart to the USD charts. It simply means which one is performing better, and therefore it might make sense to focus a little bit more on ETH when we come down in this region here. So very important information that we have there. Yeah, what else? I mean, 1,700 is the inflection point. You need to have a plan. I think that's very important. And it really depends on how much information or confirmation you need yourself. Okay, you can always jump on the train earlier, you know, with a tight stop, or you wait basically for these 5 waves up and 3 waves down. It's just when when you jump on the train earlier, you just need to be aware that it could, of course, easily fail, right? And it is not that easy to set a very tight stop there. I mean, you can always set a stop below the last swing low. It's always possible. So when you want to do that, but that's something you need to understand, that we're just waiting here to see how it unfolds and then get some clarity as we get to the next key milestones. For example, here around about 1900, that would be the top probably of that 5-wave move. And then we will add a support area for a 3-wave pullback. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to think about at the moment in this market. Obviously, so-called October is starting, but it's not decided yet. The market is very much undecided. I think maybe in the next couple of weeks we will know more. I would still prefer very much a move to the downside. What can, of course, happen, and that's what some coins are starting, for example, Link maybe, Aave, GMX, that we get these 5 waves up. So it's very interesting. We see some coins move, some coins not move at all, right? Some are still asleep, like QNT, and others are performing quite well, and it's very, very important. It's just, again, I just have to stress, you need a plan. If you don't have a plan, because I know that a lot of viewers here, and I know a lot of people from our community, you like to trade, go all in, all out, things like that. You can do that. I just have to highlight that from a strategic point of view, what I find more useful for myself is just to be positioned all the time, at least with regards to spot. I mean, not even talking about a hodl portfolio, I'm talking about a decent core position for that larger 3rd wave rally. Because if you're constantly all in, all out, it might mean that you are going to miss that massive rally, okay, when it starts. You're going to miss that massive rally, and that will cause massive frustrations. I just want to avoid this community, that people have to sort of suffer that, because that is going to create FOMO, and FOMO is going to destroy portfolios, okay? Very important. So yeah, I don't think there is much more to add here, really. I think the situation is fairly clear. Well, the chart is, well, let's say the chart isn't really clear, but the what we want to see from an analysis point of view and the relevant levels are very clear, I think. So we're just at an inflection point, which is always a little bit where there's always a bit of uncertainty, and there's never certainty anyway in markets, right? There's never 100% confirmation. But as the probabilities develop and unfold here, they are always dynamic. We can make the right calls at the right time. Okay, that's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.